Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today, excuse me, today we're looking at Easter Friends. I just absolutely love this little bunny and this little duckling. I think that they are just beautiful, and I'm using them a lot, not for Easter time, but for other times as well. So I thought I would do a take on a Valentine or a lots of love card. Now, the Easter Friends is on page 27. So it's the mini catalogue, which is January to June, and it's on page 27. And you can see there's some lovely little cards made, you know, with an Easter vein in it. But as I say, I absolutely love it. So I want to be using it lots and lots and lots and showing you ways of using it, not just for Easter. So I have taken a piece of basic white and I'm using a misty moonlight for the background. And I'm not sure whether, I think I'm probably going to use it for the stamp, not the ink pad rather, not quite sure, because the misty moonlight is quite denim-y, but the stamp is, or the ink rather, is quite dark. So it's a red rubber, or a cling as they call them now, which is absolutely lovely. And I'm just going to take a large block because I want it to fit nicely on there with enough room round it and make sure that it's sitting with him at the bottom. And I'm then going to use Memento because I want him to be in as he would have been drawn as a line drawing. So, you know, I'm not staying away from that. So I want him in black as he would have been done in a line drawing with pencil. And then we're going to just put him down here in on the center, a little bit to the top, because I want to fit a sentiment down in on the bottom. So we'll have him there. As it's quite a large stamp, I always let it rest just for a second or two, because then that allows the ink to transfer across in all of the lovely little detailed areas. And you can see he is just beautiful. Absolutely adore him. And as I say, we're going to make him a Valentine's one. So just cleaning off my stamp, and then I can put that back. And then while we're at it, I'm going to put the sentiment down at the bottom. Now, before you do any colouring, you do need to allow a few minutes for it to dry out, because otherwise you start colouring in, and we're using pencils, which is why I'm using a water-based ink, which is the Memento. If you're wanting to use blends, again, water-based. And we're then going to sentiment-wise. So the sentiment I'm using is Best Delivery. Again, it's in the new mini catalogue. Absolutely love this one, but the sentiments are lovely. So birthday wishes signed, sealed and delivered. Sending lots of love today in each day. So that's the one that I love. And then we've got loving thoughts to guide you into your next adventure, wishing you all the best. But this one I'm using lots, because sending lots of love today and each day after is just a lovely sentiment. So let's take that and make sure that I've got the right sentiment. Okay, so sending lots of love. I think it'll go in on this block actually. So sending lots of love today and each day after. Pop that on there. And again, I'm going to do it in the Memento, because I could do it in the Misty Moonlight, but because we've got the image done in black, so in the Memento, I want to do exactly the same. So I'm just making sure that that comes in down on the bottom. And there we are, sending lots of love today and each day after, which I think is lovely, makes it quite sort of Valentine's, but you don't necessarily need to send it for a Valentine's. You can just send it because, you know, so because Valentine's are lovely when you're, you know, a teenager and sending Valentine's cards because, you know, you're wanting to send one to your partner or somebody and you know, you send it. We send Valentine's cards to girlfriends and things because, you know, they're just to show that you care. But just sending a card because you're thinking of somebody is quite good as well. Now I'm also taking out these little hearts, and you can see that some of them are sort of cut away because they're meant to go on the outside of the on the outside of the van, so they're coming out of the back of the van. But I don't think it will make a huge amount of difference if it's going to come through from the little bunny. So let's do some colouring with the bunny. I'm doing exactly the same colouring as I did before. So I'm taking some watercolour pencils because they're nice and soft. I put them in a they come in boxes, but I've put mine in a case, but then I can still have the colours out. And there isn't a real a soft brown. There's early espresso, which is fine. There's crushed curry, which is very yellow, and then there's Cajun craze, which is quite orangey. So if I just sort of show you on here, that's a little bit orange, but it will work if it's toned in together. And then I'm going to take, there's basic grey as well, so I'm taking that, and those are the three that we're going to use. Let me just take them out of the way. I've had my pencils since they first came out, so a couple of years, and you can see, apart from maybe sharpening them once or twice, they will last forever. Now you've got a lot of cross hatching on here, so what I will do is I'm going to do exactly the same with the cross hatch. So take it from one side and literally just quite gently, because you're doing it with the side of your pencil, but we're going to do it right the way up. Do it slightly rounded if you want to, down on where the ears are. Then if you turn it the other way, I think I've got a little tiny piece of something on there. When I'm doing it sideways, it's just coming out on here. There must be a little blemish on the paper. You probably can't see it, but it's just a tiny bit. So again, we're just doing it on the other side with the pencil. So again, quite light. Then I'm going to take the Cajun craze, and I'm just going to, again, quite lightly over the top. Bring it up around where the ears are. And as I say, by doing it with your pencil on its side, you just get a very pale wash to it, and then we can just do the little feet. But you can see I'm not taking it from being on its side because I don't want it to be too bright. Then I can just, if I want to tone it down just a little bit, I can take a little bit of the grey, and again right on the side, Just blending it through. As I say, you don't need to do any shadows or anything on there because it's already done. And then if you want to just smooth it in a bit, if you just take your finger and go over the top, it will smooth it in just a little bit. Okay, so that's our bunny done with our 3 colours. And then we are going to, I need to take the Misty Moonlight, which is, now I could take a paler one, but I want it to tone in with the what do we call it, the cardstock. And I also want to put some little hearts in on the centre, but we're going to take this one first of all, and I'm just going to have a look to see if I can do it full strength or whether I need to do it second. I'm going to do both. I think it needs to be done in the dark, so I'm going to take it from, make sure I've got it inked up properly, so I'm going to take it from the side like that, so it's coming out, so it looks as if it's you know, coming away from it. And then I don't think I want to have another one full strength. I could do another one down in on here so that it comes again up to the edge, so it looks as if it's coming from behind. Okay, so those are our 2 little heart pieces, and again I've done this in blue, so it would actually work for a masculine card. So if you wanted, as I say, to send a Valentine's card to somebody special, you could do that. So I'm going to put this on here for my post-it note. So that's going to go on to there. Then we just need the heart. Now I've taken from the Give It a Whirl dies, which have got hearts and stars and all sorts of things. It's the one that gives you the spinner. But anything that you've got with a little heart on. I've chosen these because they're stitched, so I don't need to do anything round the side. And I'm literally just going to put a little bit of wet glue so that one heart goes inside the other. So I can put this in on here. Like that, and then I'm going to put my little heart in on the center like that, and I'm going to put this one up just with a dimensional because I think it could do just with a little bit of height on there. So let me grab my dimensional, and I'm going to stick that in on the center like that. And pop this one in just down a little bit so you can see he's holding it with his little paws. Just give that a little bit of wet glue. Pop it onto our base. Like that, and then you've got, as I say, a rather lovely card to send to somebody. And as I say, this will work as a masculine one. Let me just turn this over because my paper underneath is a bit grubby as well. So that's it in Misty Moonlight, and then I've done another one which I've done the hearts coming out the other way, and this is why I decided to change it. So those are the hearts coming out that way, but you can see that they're not quite right because you've got that cut off piece. So unless you put another heart in on top and came so it came to the outside of the page, it actually works quite well because it looks as if the hearts are sort of tucked up behind. So 2 ways of doing it, one with the hearts on the right, one with the hearts on the left. But again, I think that it makes a beautiful card with this really sweet bunny. And sending lots of love today and each day after. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.